Hi, my beautiful friends. I'm Shana Nerrill, and I'm helping people to end food addiction and rewire their brain to manifest radiant health. And I want to talk about why it is that people are so frequently blocked from changing their habits. Why it is that people continually they want to change their habits, they try to change their habits, and yet there seems to be something there that keeps pulling them down. So there is something called the cybernetic mechanism in the brain. It was named the cybernetic mechanism by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. This is the mechanism in the brain that will keep you feeling safe and comfortable at all costs. And so this mechanism is responsible for so many of the times where we want to change our habits, but we just can't figure out how to break through. So this mechanism is not concerned with happiness. A person can be unhappy, but still be getting pulled towards what's safe and comfortable. This mechanism was created for survival reasons. And so it was originally there to help us survive because things out there that were unknown had danger, right? However, we are not living in those times, and yet that mechanism is still here and blocking us in so many areas of our life. And so it's crucial that we become aware of this mechanism and then we learn how to shift into a different mindset that we can learn, a mindset, a skill of a new way of basically operating. So as with all skills that one learns, we have to practice a new skill in order to learn it, and we need to repeat that skill until eventually the new skill gets automated. Also, something really important to keep in mind is that when a person is trying to develop their muscles, they have to repeatedly do activity and activate that muscle in order for it to grow and strengthen and continue to use the muscle in order for it to stay strong. If a person does not continually activate a muscle, it is going to weaken and eventually it actually will atrophy. So this is the muscle I'm talking about that we are going to work on developing to be able to live in a place of expanded consciousness. And I just want to say before I give you some tips to really develop this skill of living in expanded consciousness that one can cultivate and automate. So just as I said a moment ago, that when we don't use some muscle or skill, it atrophies. People forget languages. They don't use the language for years. They forget languages, right? So this cybernetic mechanism that wants us to go towards what's comfortable and safe, regardless of how unhappy we are, this actually can also begin to lose its power over us the more we catch ourselves from going there and we learn the tools to shift ourselves into this state of openness and expanded consciousness. Okay, so what the key here, there's a few keys, but meditation or observation of the mind is really a critical starting point so that we begin to have the ability to have awareness on our thoughts, because when we don't have awareness on our thoughts, then our thoughts are going to be controlling us. It's as simple as that. And literally, we will walk through the day being controlled all day by our thoughts. So the starting point has to be getting awareness on our thoughts so that we can begin to control what thoughts we are going to focus on and what thoughts we are going to literally just let go of. It's not about having to cancel them, but if we don't focus on them, they fade. So observation or meditation practice of watching your thoughts and being aware of your thoughts. That's the starting point. The next point, there's many pieces here. This takes some work, but you really can begin to jump into this by focusing on what you want and building your motivation by basically making your desire to change more powerful than your desire to stay the same. And again, this can become a conscious thing in your mind. And then the next thing I'm going to just offer here, since I can't go into everything, is a powerful way here to begin is to basically get mantras, okay, get affirmations, and you're going to begin to just tell yourself what's true about your life. You're going to focus on the positive, and you're going to constantly shift from focusing on anything negative. So you're watching your thoughts, you're becoming a master over your mind and having awareness, so that the moment you notice yourself thinking about something negative, thinking about how your life is limited in some way, thinking about how life is not going your way, you are going to catch any of those types of thoughts which are of a low vibration and are usually connected to this survival mechanism, and that is going to indicate you to shift. Let it go and open to something greater than what you know. Open to something greater than you can see, and tell yourself that your life is full of abundant possibility and opportunity. And again, keep focusing on the positive. Think about all the positive things in your life. Think about all the potentially positive things coming to you right now that you can't even see coming to you. So by cultivating this attitude that you actually are living in a space where you are open to abundant possibility and opportunity, this is going to attract all the things into your life that you are wanting. By shifting away from the negative, by recognizing that your desire to change and allow these new things, these new habits to come into your life is so much greater than an unconscious mechanism that's wanting you to stay safe and comfortable. Just really having this realization is the beginning of really, really drastic shifts in your life. So I encourage you, it's very simple, just to start watching your thoughts and starting to catch yourself and starting to be willing to shift anything negative and starting to meditate on the fact that anything negative that may appear negative actually in truth is probably not the way it appears, because the truth is that there is abundant goodness coming to each and every one of us, and that we are all here to evolve spiritually and in all ways, emotionally, and that we can really open ourselves to the abundant goodness that is here for us and watch our lives transform and watch ourselves just experience greater and greater levels of happiness, joy, connection, all the things that we want to come in to our life, all the things that we want to increase in our life. So start by focusing on those things and opening yourself to abundant possibilities. And I'm going to leave you with that. So if any of you want to speak more about how you can move forward, if you want to speak about what might be blocking you, I'm going to put a link below and you can grab a time slot on my calendar, and I'm happy to speak to you more about how you can really move forward in this process of healing and transformation. So have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.